So this video is going to be a bit different than my dumpster diving videos, but it is related because everything that I'm about to build with is found or was found in the dumpster. So we have a new outside friend, a cat that is very friendly, and right now he's sleeping here. I found this mover's blanket in the dumpster, just put a towel on it, and he's been sleeping there the past few nights, but it's been getting down below freezing, so I want to build him a cat house. So until then, he's going to sleep there. This pallet I found in the dumpster, and this is going to be the platform that I'm going to build a 2-story cat house on. The stilts for that, because I'm going to build it up off the ground a little bit more, is 4x4s that I recently found in the dumpster. These pallets I recently pulled out of a dumpster, and I think I might use those decking boards as part of the sides, and if not, I have plenty of pallet wood that I've accumulated also that I make projects out of, and I'll just use that as sides if I decide not to use that. As far as hardware goes, I've been accumulating a bunch of hardware. I've given away a lot of it, but what I still have left, I've been kind of picking through. I also have deck screws as well as drywall screws that I'm going to use that I found in the dumpster, so I just got to pull those out of my shop. I've got little angle brackets that I found in the dumpster. These were with server tower pieces. These are garage door parts, kind of heavy duty, but they're free. So this kind of stuff I might have to drill out before I use, but just various things that I can use to make sure that it's secure. Have some screws here, but I'll probably mostly use decking screws as well as drywall screws. I found this light. This was like this. I found a couple of them. So the idea is that I'm going to take a 3-way bulb. I'm either going to spray paint it black or cover it with aluminum foil, and then have this on the 2nd story at the top so that it heats the space, because it will get down well below freezing here in North Carolina. And I will have a roof on it, obviously, so this will hang from the roof inside. I'll have it connected outside to our outlet with an outside cord, and that should make it a few degrees warmer than obviously where he's staying now. Just being in an enclosure would help a lot. So I'm still toying around with the ideas of what I exactly want to build. I'm not going to film the whole thing. I'll just show you various stages, but almost all of it, at least 90% of this, should be built with material that I found in the dumpster. All right, so the first stage, and I am doing this completely on the fly. I don't have any plans except for what's in my head. There will be skirting around the bottom part here to cover that up. I've got the walls up. Don't really need too much support. It's not really worried about square too much, but it will be somewhat square. All this wood here, and the reason why it's so tall is because it is all pallet wood, and it was already at the right size. I want to have 2 levels here so the cats can sit up in either level. And then I put feet on it. So those are some of the lag screws that I am using just to secure them down. And then I found these in the dumpster, 3-inch long drywall screws. So I know you shouldn't use those outside, but it's just a cat house and it's probably not going to be up all that long. Maybe it will be, I don't know, but I'll repair it as I need to. And yeah, along with those screws, I found also these are only 1 1/4. I don't know how much use I'm going to get out of those today. Might have to be creative. I think I'm going to end up using a lot more 3-inch screws than I wanted to, but it's amazing how much contractor crap you'll find inside dumpsters. They just empty out their trucks, their vans, whatever. That set of tools I found complete like that pretty much in the dumpster. A few pieces were at the bottom of the dumpster. That I found at a place I won't name. It rhymes with Harbor Freight. And then all of this stuff is just contractor throwaways. So everything from flathead to Phillips screwdrivers, razor blades, picks, crimping tools, all sorts of things, pliers. The bag itself, the crash cart, I also found in a dumpster, and so I use that underneath there, and then I pull it out to use whenever I want. And then I've still got all my hardware here, or some of it. And then I forgot that I even had this. I found this as well in the dumpster, complete as it is. So even though these aren't outdoor screws, I could use these if I wanted to. The whole thing's going to be pretty much covered, so I'm not too worried. The whole point of this is so that water doesn't get inside. So other than the humidity to rust things, it's going to take forever to rust anything out. So slowly getting there. This plywood ended up just having to be cut on the corners. It was already this wide, so it was a little bit short on this side, no big deal. because this board is wide enough, but that's the reason why this board is this way and this board's turned sideways, because it fits right in there nicely and I don't have to notch that out to put that support in. So I'm trying to do this with as few cuts as possible to try to save a little bit of time. I did find these 2 pieces of plywood that I pulled out of the dumpster not that long ago. Very thick, not necessary, but that's going to be the roof. So I'm going to have the 2 pieces there. It's going to be a peaked roof. And then my girlfriend mentioned this stuff that I found. It's faux flooring. I was going to wrap the outside of it with it after I put plywood on, but I think I'm just going to use this as part of the flooring, even though we're going to have movers blankets down on there. But that might work out really well. We'll see how that goes. And I've already got the second floor in, and I don't have a hole to get up here yet because I haven't decided where I'm going to put it and where I'm going to put the door up here as well. And then I'll just cut it out with a jigsaw. So that's already firmly in there. It's not coming out again, but slowly coming along and still coming up with ideas. Okay, so far got the roof on just to see how it would work. It's on there just loose, just in case I need to take it off to do some stuff inside, like cut the hole. But I decided to go with the 45-degree angle because I'm not good with angles, and 45 degrees was just the easiest way to go. So being at 45, it is a lot steeper than I would like, and it's probably going to allow a lot of rain down below. But the sides are going to be all covered minus the door, and I'll still have something over the door anyway. But yeah, the frame is there. Now all I got to do is finish it up. I just need to figure out where I'm going to put the doors, where I'm going to cut the hole in the second floor, and then I might even now make, because it's so tall, make a loft here and just put a board straight across here and let them hop up over here. Haven't decided yet, just still kind of winging it. I've got the roof on, so I used that flooring stuff because it is going to be waterproof and it kind of looks like wood. So I've got 2 pieces on each side, and then I've got these caps up here so that it doesn't leak. I'll probably caulk inside there, and then I put this front on. I don't know what that's called. And then I started to cover this. I think this is what I'm going to do all the way down and on the sides. And then on the back, I am just going to have 3 sections of plywood. All of them are going to lift, or this one will drop. And actually all of them will probably drop, so that I can easily get inside and do whatever I need to do, change things up, change out something like this carpeting. I decided to put on this 3rd row here. This is just a piece of carpeting. I'll be covered up obviously, and then that way they could sleep up here if they want to. I think I'm just going to hang the light here for now to see how warm it gets inside there, and then figure it out. Like I said, since this will all be accessible, I can go ahead and change whatever I need to. I've got the hole there, and then I'm going to put some kind of step down below. I've got my doors, so I've got a door here, a door there to come out on the front porch. I've already got over there a shelf that I'm going to put, so I'm going to make a patio up top here as well, and then another door so that they can go in. At some point I'd like to cover this with some kind of plastic or something, but for now I think I'm just going to keep it open so that they can see out. So the outside has definitely taken a lot longer than the actual frame itself, and this thing is super heavy. I don't know how I'm going to move it, but the 2 sides are done. This needs a window. I need to do something here. These are all just held on with brad nails, so I can pop those off super easy. Also, I want to make sure that he's actually going to use this thing. So I put a second shelf here, a patio on the upper deck. And as you can see, I still got to do this side. And then, like I said earlier, I'm going to do this all in plywood, and so that it can open. But for the most part, it is pretty much near complete. I just need to do some finishing touches here. I'm going to put the sidewall on. I think take it over to where the cat sleeps and see if he actually uses it before I really put too much more work into this, because there are a lot of finishing touches I want to do. I want to do trim around here, I want to do corner molding here, and just some other things, maybe even make a rail or something. I don't know, get kind of creative. I also have Christmas lights I have to hang at some point within the next couple of days. All right, so here is the mostly finished project. The only thing I haven't really done is put a back on it, which I'm going to wait to do, and I'm still working on the interior a little bit. But this is it on the outside. So other than completely covering it in pallet boards, I did happen to find trim in the dumpster like a week or two ago. So I went ahead and trimmed it out. These are just corner moldings here and then some decorative trim around that. I trimmed out the shelving, the doors, and then I even made a little roof here over this door because I realized when it rains, it's going to get this section wet. And hopefully the fabric sample there will keep the drops to a minimum from splashing inside. So I put that extra shelf on and even trimmed out the back here a little bit. But the fabric samples I found in a dumpster, I found a ton of those. So there's a lot of those to go around. So I don't have to worry about throwing those out if they get nasty. Inside here are just basically movers blankets. This is another blanket that I had found, and then more fabric samples that we had sewn together. I'm trying to make this as thick as possible to make it warmer for them in the winter. And then down here is just a movers blanket along with some carpeting that I had also found at the dumpster, and that's at the bottom as well. So all in all, ended up working out pretty well. I did not put a back on it yet because I wanted to find out from watching through this door here whether or not he was sleeping inside, and he is, and hopefully you can see that. So here I've just got the carpeting like I mentioned, and then all the other padding. I want to make it even more thick so that he kind of sinks in when he sleeps, because it is going to start to get really cold. The light up there, I've darkened out the bulb, and I do have a, hopefully you can see that, a thermometer up there to look at the temperature, and it does stay about 10 degrees warmer in here. And I've noticed that he is even laying on this side on cold nights rather than right under the light. Even though the light doesn't put out that much heat, he wants to lay on this side. And then every now and then I will see him down here. So this wire I've got to do something with. I just wrapped it all up here because I have a push button to turn off and turn on the light inside, as well as the icicle lights on the cat house. So that is it, other than, like I said, putting on the back. It is done. Pretty happy with it. I can't really complain. It is just kind of slammed together. I am not a carpenter by any means, but this was completely done free with stuff I found in the dumpster. So anyway, so far he's over there. Pretty happy with it. Even our inside tripod cat, he'll go inside every now and then. So it is being used, and I think that as long as he sticks around, which we're feeding him, so he probably will, this house will get a good amount of use over the winter. So I'm happy that I went ahead and made it. I'm happy that it was 100% free. So thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Leave your comments below, and I'll talk to you later.